So the next thing happened on Friday Night SmackDown. We get to the next segment of the night where we see this promo package playing of John Cena and everything. And yeah, then all of a sudden that promo package got interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes walking through the crowd, talking junk about John Cena, talking about the ball spot and everything on John Cena's head. But then he was talking about how Cena was talking about being in the Elimination Chamber match, but he's going to be losing tomorrow night and everything. So yeah, that's what he was talking about there. But then all of a sudden Drew McIntyre gets interrupted by Damian Priest. Now Drew McIntyre's sitting like CM Punk does on the announce table, and Damian Priest comes out there, and Priest is talking about how Drew won't stop complaining and how R-Truth makes more sense than Drew McIntyre does. So yeah, that's what he was talking about there. And then Drew McIntyre was talking about how he always speaks the truth and there ain't no lies of what he says. So yeah, that's what Drew McIntyre was telling Damian Priest, and then both of them was going back and forth at it up until they get interrupted by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes out there, and Seth Rollins, the way how he's dressed is pretty funny. But yeah, he comes in there, and he was talking about Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, how he already beat Drew McIntyre a lot of times, and Priest was talking about how he already beat McIntyre. Even McIntyre wanted to cash in the Money in the Bank contract, and he lost. So yeah, that's what he was talking about there, and he lost 2 times to Damian Priest, pretty much when the cash-ins and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Priest was talking about there, and then Seth was talking about how he would have actually beat Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship if it wasn't for Drew McIntyre trying to cash in during that match. So yeah, that's what Seth Rollins was talking about, and Seth was talking about how he's going to be looking past all of that stuff. He says that he's looking towards the future where he's going to win the Elimination Chamber tomorrow night and go main event WrestleMania. So yeah, that's what Seth Rollins was talking about there. But then Seth gets interrupted by CM Punk. CM Punk comes down there, and CM Punk is at ringside pretty much, and Seth is not liking Punk down there and all that stuff. And Punk was talking about a lot of things. He was talking about how, he done beat Seth Rollins on January 6th on the debut episode of Netflix with Monday Night Raw, and he says that he already defeated Drew McIntyre so many times, even inside Hell in a Cell, and he's going to know how it feels again once he gets in the cage with CM Punk once again. So yeah, that's what Punk was saying, and then he says that he don't get no issues with Priest, but Priest is going to still be collateral damage where he loses to CM Punk as well. And then CM Punk was talking about John Cena as well, talking about how John Cena can't even show up there or anything. So yeah, that's what he was talking about there. And then speaking about Cena, John Cena's theme song hits, and it looks like John Cena was going to come out there, but instead it was Logan Paul. Yeah, Logan Paul comes out there to John Cena's theme song. He comes out there doing the "You Can't See Me" stuff and all that stuff. That's what Logan Paul was saying. But then Logan Paul starts talking about everybody, talking about how Seth Rollins is dressed and all that stuff, and how that he already knows how he is. Talks about Drew McIntyre, talks about Damian Priest, how Damian Priest is irrelevant and all that stuff. And then he starts talking crap to CM Punk, talking about how he already slept the mess out of CM Punk this past Monday Night on Raw, and he says that he'll do it again. So yeah, that's what he says there. And then CM Punk was like, "Oh, you want to go ahead and do it again?" And then Punk starts walking up the ramp, and then Logan Paul says, "Cut John Cena's music again," and then he runs backstage. So yeah, that's why from there everybody leaves out. But yeah, crazy segment right there. I really liked it. It was really good stuff. If you have it, go check it out. But yeah, really good segment to hype up the Elimination Chamber match tomorrow night. But yeah, up next it will be LA Knight versus Santos Escobar 1-on-1 up next on Raw. Later on tonight we're going to be seeing Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Bayley in a 6-woman tag team match up later on tonight on SmackDown. And yeah, later on tonight we're going to be seeing Braun Strowman versus Carmelo Hayes 1-on-1 in the triple threat match in the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then.